Now welcome, we're going to be going through the sine rule today. Again, another non-right angle triangle scenario. So you're going to use this when you have two angles on one side or two sides and a non-included angle, right? So that's the example we're going to do. I think it's easier just to do some examples and show you how to use it. Obviously you're not going to have the three variations, but what it's saying here in the blue is it's saying that the length of the side is dependent on the angle, and there's a relationship between the three sides. So all the sides and angles are in a relationship and they're in the same ratio. So here's an example of what we're going to do. Now we're going to find L. L is a side, so that means that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my unknown always at the top left, okay, because L is a side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go L to sine of the angle, which is 50 degrees. That's the same ratio as 12 as to the corresponding side over there, which is sine of 70 degrees. A little trick you could do is just draw the angle going to the corresponding side, okay, if you want to do that. Now, the rearrangement for this is really simple because I'm always going to be dividing by the thing in the bottom line over here. L is simply going to be, that's going to have to be times by, is 12 sine 50 over sine of 70. And then we can go to our calculator and work that one out. Alright, so we're going to go to calculator. I'll show you the setting out to do there. Alright, so what we've got here is a calculator, so 12 times by sine of 50, divide that by sine of 70, and that will give us a side of 9.78. okay, 9.78, and that's in meters, and we'll underline our answer. Now, question is that correct? Well, if I got anything over 12, I know that would be incorrect because I know biggest angle has to have biggest side. So that's the little trick for you. Let's do another one. Unknown, again, we're looking for a side. So therefore, I'm going to go Y is my unknown, top left-hand side. Corresponding side for that is in fact the 60. So that will be, and then this one here, corresponding side over here is 3.2. Okay, so the Y is sine 60, and 3.2 is the other side, and that's going to be over sine of 80. So therefore, Y is equal to 3.2. Now, because I'm dividing by sine 60, I have to time by sine 60, and then over sine 80, and now I can go to my calculator and do the same thing. So on a calculator, what we're going to do is 3.2, so times that by sine of 60. I'm going to divide, need to make sure I close the bracket, divide that by sine of 80, and that should give us an answer of 2.81 to the nearest two decimal points. So that's equal to 2.81 meters. Again, just checking, that is smaller than the 3.2 because that's a smaller side than the 80. Alright, let's do one more example. Alright, so here, what we've got here is we've got corresponding side and angle there. The unknown side doesn't have a corresponding angle over here. That doesn't correspond. That's an issue. But what we can use here is the fact that this angle here, theta is equal to 180 degrees. So we know it's 180 degrees in a triangle. Take 30, take 40. So that's going to be 110 degrees. All right, so that there is 110 degrees. Make sense? All right, so you know, if you know two angles in the triangle, you know three angles. All right, so now I do have my corresponding sides and angles. I'm now trying to find x. So x is equal to, well, x corresponding side is sine of 110 And then I've got 9 meters, and corresponding side is 30 degrees. I'm expecting this to be significantly bigger than 9. Okay, so come to my calculator. Alright, so I haven't done my rearrangement yet, better do that first. Okay, so x is equal to, now again we're dividing by sine 110, so you have to times by it to bring it up to the top line, and then sine of 30. Alright, that's the setting out I want to see you doing as well. Alright, so 9 times by sine of 110, divide that by sine of 30, and that's going to give you an answer of 16.91. 16.91 meters in terms of that. Now again, because that angle is much bigger than the other angle, 30, we'd expect that side to be much bigger. So assuming that I've actually done that correct makes sense to me. All right, so make sure that you know how to do this. It's really important that you can actually do these questions.